What's up, guys? I was wondering how many of you would still be up. I guess for you West Coast people, it's not that late, but for East Coast, it's like almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I was just gonna jump on real quick. It's over. Last part of the tell-all aired, and I wanted to see what you guys thought. I got literally 300 messages today just on Instagram. A lot of people enjoyed it. A couple people was like, man, why were you so mean to Jesse? So I want to hear what, the people that are always in my chats have to say. What was your general consensus on the tell-all? Not just me, but the whole thing. I mean, did it live up to what it was supposed to be? Was it good? Was it boring? It's kind of weird they did 3 hours on a Monday. So I was kind of concerned with that. Like, when I found out that it was a 3-hour Monday thing, I was kind of like, I wonder if people will even watch that. I guess a lot of people DVR it. Yeah, so it's funny. I had never met Jesse before. There was an article that came out, God, I don't even know, 6, 7, 8 weeks ago, where I think Monsters and Critics quoted me on, saying that Jesse was riding Darcy's coattails. And I only said something about Jesse because he kept slamming Darcy in the media, and I'm not about that life. Like, shut your mouth and just move on with your life. Poor girl's been through enough, and say what you want about Darcy. Darcy may be drunk on camera sometimes. Darcy may like to party. Darcy may cry all the time. But at the end of the day, Darcy is a really fucking nice person. And she's someone that I hold very dear to my heart because she's helped me through this whole thing when nobody else would even answer the phone. So, she's very special to me, and when I saw Jesse slamming her, I know Darcy on a personal level, and I know that even though she's a very tough girl, it was still kind of beating her down a little bit to keep reading all this shit he was saying, because Darcy really was in love with him at one point. So the article came out, and I was quoted as saying, like, Jesse's still trying to ride Darcy's coattails, and when I found out he was at the tell-all, I was like, I was right. Why the fuck are you here? You're only here to try to be on TV. I mean, he didn't try to resolve anything with Darcy. In fact, he refused to go out there and talk to Darcy like a coward. So, I don't talk shit about a lot of people, and, for Angela to view that as bullying, I think she just kind of walked in, not really knowing the facts about what had happened before the tell-all. As you guys know, I campaign very hard for anti-bullying, but I have always said there's a very big difference in bullying or defending. And, if you're an asshole that goes and talks shit about a woman, that, Darcy did a lot of shit for Jesse that a lot of people don't even know about. She was a good woman to him. And for him to slam her, I'm not okay with that. So that's why I did what I did. And, like I said, you can always have your opinions about everybody, but if you viewed it as bullying, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry for what I did or for what I said. In fact, they didn't even show all of it. Him and I argued for about a half hour, back and forth, and, it just kept spiraling and spiraling and spiraling, and then Angela came in, and that's, the aftermath of what you saw, but poor Darcy didn't even know what was going on. She was on stage filming at the time, and we were really back in the green room. So basically what you saw was pretty realistic. I mean, there was like crew members running around. They were all like communicating through their headsets, like, oh my God, there's a fight going down in the back. And then, it was like pandemonium. So, and then, like 30 minutes later, we're all back on stage, and Angela and Avery are sitting beside each other, so I thought everything was cool, and then Angela snapped. So, everybody's entitled to have a bad day. I think Angela was having a bad day. I think she was complaining her back was hurting, and one of her teeth was like hurting. And, it was like an 18-hour work day. You guys don't realize how much work goes into those shows. They got us up at 4 a.m., Like, when you see the SUVs pulling up, that was at daybreak. I mean, literally, like 6 in the morning, whenever it gets the actual sun out in New York. But we started early, and we didn't leave till like 10 that night or 11 that night, and it was all day shooting. So, by the mid to end part of the day, that's why I think if you notice in the second half of the tell-all, people start getting a little bit more like edgy with each other and starting to kind of say some things. At first, everybody was being nice. We had all gone out the night before. We all liked each other, but, we were all irritated by like hour 6, hour 7, so then it was like the gloves started to come off, and then it was cool. But I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I've been very excited about the tell-all because I thought that it would be good. I knew some good stuff happened, and a little bit of it had leaked. I don't know who did that. It wasn't me. But a little bit of it had leaked a month or two ago. But I knew there was still a lot of stuff that hadn't leaked and that you guys would probably enjoy it. And last night was my very last time being on TV. So my family and I and my friends, all got to see the last time that El Gringo would be on TLC. So if you guys have any questions, I will take some questions. Anything about the tell-all that you didn't understand or would like better clarification on. Now that the season is over, I can answer the question. Jennifer and I still have plans for a future together. We're still technically together. Now, given we're as together as you can be with two people that live 2,000 miles apart, but we're talking, we're figuring stuff out. Jennifer's a full-time student, and I own a full-time business, so our schedules are very busy. But, we're definitely planning to get together soon, hopefully at the end of this year. And, it just depends. I mean, we keep in touch, and, I just want her to finish school, and I think she's got another year of school. So, why was Jesse on the tell? I asked him that. Why the fuck are you here? So, why does Jennifer need a visa to visit you? Anybody coming into the United States needs a visa. Like, especially South America or Central America, they have to have a visa even just to come visit. Doesn't even have to be for a fiancé. I mean, just literally a tour. Just to be a tourist, they have to have a visa. So, and it's not that easy to get. Was Cesar's tell seemed as real as it could be to me? I have no reason to think that it wasn't. So, I think Cesar... I got to know Cesar for a couple hours, and, during our breaks, I got to talk to him some. I don't know Cesar that well. He's a super nice guy, so let me start with that. Super nice guy. There was some times that I was talking to him that I was just kind of like, are you for real? Like, you really still want to try to date this girl? But again, I try not to get into other people's business. I've made some pretty fucking dumb mistakes before myself when it comes to girls. So, what Cesar does with Maria, that's on Cesar. If Cesar wants to pursue that, if Cesar wants to believe what Maria's telling him, if Cesar wants to send every fucking dollar he earns, that's Cesar's money and he can do that. As long as he's not bitching to other people about being broke and he's living his life, I don't see a problem with it. What I said on the show was true. I think it's a scam, personally. I think Maria scammed the fuck out of him. But, if that's what Cesar wants, if he finds comfort in paying somebody to talk to him, then, who's it hurting? It's not hurting anybody. Mexico, yeah, he filmed in Mexico from what I know. Again, you guys swear that they tell us anything. I didn't even know Cesar was on the show until the fucking commercial came out. Had no idea who Cesar was. So we're not told anything. Do you really think that she loved him? No, I don't. Personally, no. I don't know, but if I had to bet my life on it, I would say probably she was just using him for money is what I think. And I told Cesar that on and off camera that I didn't think that, Maria was about anything other than that paper. Hold on, the comments here froze. Let's see. Why am I cussing so much? Am I cussing a lot tonight? Nah. Yeah, I guess Shane's in bed. I really wasn't even gonna do a live tonight. I was just like, I got a new tripod. Remember on the last video I said I lost my tripod? So this one came in and is like, got a light and a remote, and I was like, I'm really dying. When I buy a new toy, I'm just dying to use it, so I figured I would just jump on for a minute here. Why didn't I want to get on a swing? The swing, I mean, you saw the swing. The swing was terrifying. I'm not about heights. My dad is a pilot, actually. I don't know if I ever said that before. And he had like a little 4-seat plane that he owned. Actually, there was somebody on Instagram that took his tail ID number and like, I don't know how, like reverse DMV'd my dad's airplane and posted all the information online about it. So like, he actually has sold the plane in the past couple of months, but every time my dad wanted me to go flying with him, and given my dad's one of those people, he doesn't like anything. Like, he's just like a plain dude. The only thing he ever loved was flying. So of course, like the 1 or 2 times he asked me to go flying with him, I went. But in those little planes, oh my God, every bump you hit is like a roller coaster. So, but anyway, guys, I will tell Shane that you all said hello. I don't know what's going on with this chat tonight. The fucking comments are not moving. No, I have not gotten Jennifer a new ring yet. Tim, are you done with the show? At this point, yes. At this point, yes. There's no plans for anything else at this point. Hold on a second. Rebecca, am I friends with Rebecca? I know Rebecca. Rebecca's nice. I mean, I don't really know her that well. I've talked to her a couple times, but like, Chloe's good. Actually, I need to go visit Chloe to pick up those paintings. If you bought a painting from the auction, that's one of the only things I haven't gotten mailed yet, because Chloe left them like somewhere else, and I have to go pick them up from Veronica. Veronica has to go pick them up. So, how is Shaun like in person? I don't even know who Shaun is. Who's Shaun? Yeah, right now, why aren't you answering if you and Jennifer knew each other? I don't know what you're talking about with that. What's wrong with Angela? Do you want kids of your own? Yeah, if I can have them before I'm 40. And I'm 39, so... Dad's coming in town tomorrow, and so I'll get him tomorrow. Yeah, you've been saying that for 2 days, please. Oh, Shaun, the host. Yeah, I always forget what her name is. I sat beside her for hours, and I talked to her sometimes when we were, like, during a break. She was really nice, and I read, like, isn't she almost 50? I mean, she looks phenomenal to be that age. Like, I was blown away by the fact of Shaun Robinson, yeah. I had read she was on Access Hollywood. I really wasn't that familiar with her, but after I got to talk to her, super professional, knew what she was doing, had a memory, like, I mean, she could read something and memorize it like that, so I think that she is very, very professional. So, would you consider relocating? Nah, I can't. Not with my business. I can't do it. I mean, I guess I could in the United States, but I couldn't move to Colombia. So, alright, guys. Whew. Shane and I have been contemplating when to come back on live. We're taking a break right now. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I just wanted to get on because this was the end. You know what I mean? And I wanted to say, again, I said it during the auction, but if you weren't in the auction, thank you so much, guys. had a great time with this whole TV thing, and it's like it's over. I can't believe it, man. It was over a year between casting and the whole process of filming and then waiting for it to come out. Literally, this show has been a part of my life for over a year. So the fact that it's come to an end last night, today is I feel weird today. Like I don't have anything to look forward to coming out, and now you guys will get a new cast. So I appreciate you guys so much. And season 7, I think 90 Day premieres this Saturday, or is it Sunday? And I'm gonna be watching because I got to meet some of the couples in LA.